Yo, what up, street talks, street blogs, street blogs. Okay, some turbo thoughts. How to create, how to become a creator. So currently the new buzz term is content creator, right? Me no gusta. ¿Por qué? Would you call George Orwell's 1984 content? Would you call Space Odyssey 2001 by Stanley Kubrick as quote content? Probably not. Okay, so content, it's like what is inside the thing. It's like substance, right? So rather than calling it content, we should probably just call it our creations, right? Like you have a kid, imagine calling the kid the content, right? Whenever I hear the word quote content, it's kind of like imagine that pink sludge McDonald's chicken McNugget kind of thing. It's kind of like this amorphous blob that you just kind of squeeze out and you're like, all right, come get it, eat your delicious content. Or like if you watch Snowpiercer, great movie. Spoiler alert. Essentially all the poor people at the end of the train, they capture all the insects and stuff in the air, and then they turn it into this protein bar cubes, and then they're essentially eating insects the whole time, right? So that's essentially content, right? It's content in today's world is typically just like gel or crap that we just kind of keep feeding ourselves. This is why one should never have protein powder, protein bars, none of that nonsense. Just red meat and red flesh meat, beef preferably. Pork is cool too. Organ meats is good too. I went to the Costco Business Center. They ran beef ribs. They got pork ribs, super cheap, only like $1.50 a pound, super cheap. So nobody could afford not to become 100% carnivore if you got a Costco Business Center membership. So first and foremost, if you have an iPhone, iPad, standalone digital camera, whatever, you use already a creator and you can start creating. A very simple thing to do, pro tip, you've got an iPhone, iPad, record using the back camera and just hold your device in which you're staring at the Apple logo and you're just staring at the camera. The reason why I think this is useful is when you vlog, at least, when you do it in selfie mode, I think seeing yourself, it actually is a little distracting. Another good vlogging setup that I personally have is I have the Lumix G9, which I bought a few years back when I was in Japan. I have that with the Lumix Leica 12mm lens, which is 24mm equivalent, and a Rode video mic on top if I want better audios. I use that to vlog a lot. But actually now I kind of really like using the iPad Pro. I have the M1, using the ultra wide mode, just 720p 30 fps. I think my thought is in today's world, 720p still today, it's kind of hits the sweet spot. 1080 is fine too, but 720 is good, especially if your house has slow Wi-Fi's or whatever. Let us consider that 99.99% of people are going to be watching your videos or whatever just on an iPhone, vertically. They don't even full screen it, so it's like you could probably even get away with 480p, truth be told. But anyways, so first you have to have an idea of something you want to talk about or create or write about. You could write it out as a blog, send it out as an email newsletter, or you could just vlog it and upload it to YouTube. My personal thought is YouTube is good because it's a good way to get discovered. And with title, I've never added no tags, nothing to my videos. The pro tip is type out the title like you would Google it or how you would YouTube it, right? And once you start becoming more kind of advanced, I suppose, a title then becomes an aesthetic thing rather than a search optimization thing. So typing in all caps, put a period at the end, just like Kendrick Lamar in his Damn album. And yeah, essentially just want to create videos or information or knowledge or ideas or poetry or writings which you consider beautiful, thoughts that could elevate you. This is where I still think having your own website, having your own blog is the ultimate thing. So for example, bluehost.com, install wordpress.org, and just start blogging, disable all the stats, stuff like that. I recommend getting the premium Jetpack plugin, hosting your videos also on VideoPress. You could also start a podcast super easy, Anchor.fm. It's owned by Spotify. It's a good way to get your stuff out there. And yeah, like even what I do with my iPad is I record these videos and then I just open up a Safari tab, youtube.com/upload, and I directly upload there and then post a link to my blog too. And to be a creator just means you just create anything, right? Like you could create videos, you could create vlogs, you could create articles, blog posts, you could create poetry, you could create books, ebooks. I think digital is the future. You could use Procreate on the iPad, iPhone to create images, or ZenBrush 2, I like that. ZenBrush 2 to create calligraphs, and also certainly your camera, your digital camera. I still think, looking at the full landscape of cameras out there, Ricoh GR3X is still the GOAT. And honestly, as long as you got a phone with a camera, it's good, right? Like, even if you was like a super duper scrappy entrepreneur today, to go back to basics, like if I was an 18-year-old Eric again, or 18-year-old Eric finna go to college again, like how would I do things? Probably just like an iPhone, right? Just like a older generation iPhone, whether it be a iPhone SE or like a iPhone mini or something, or even a Google Pixel, the Pixel A series, way cheaper. Actually, Google Pixels are insanely underrated. So Google Pixel team, Google phone team, you guys need serious marketing, branding help, just shoot me an email, eric@erickim.com. I have some good ideas for you. So like even the Google Pixels are insanely underrated. The computational photography in the Google Pixel is probably like 100 times better than the iPhone, and also videos. And also it has deep integration with Google Photos, so more or less you have unlimited free storage, whereas Apple, you're kind of trapped into the iClouds. And yeah, like if you want to get easily discovered, set up your blog to become Google SEOable. Google SEO stands for search engine optimization. So if people open up a Google Chrome tab or whatever and they try to search for a thing, they could easily discover you. Also, just like a good way is just word of mouth. Just create information and ideas that you consider useful to yourself and just share it and publish it online. And keep it free, keep it open source. And honestly, the best way if you want to monetize your passion is, through teaching workshops, leading experiences, tours, consulting, creating products and selling your own products. But then I think everyone's already a creator. Then 99.9% of the thing is having the courage to create it and share it and put yourself out there. So that'll be the topic of my next video.